Okay, we're back to Corey Rawson here. Two demonstrations, I think it's number 10 and 13. I'm gonna try to turn this a little bit because I know it's, okay, let's deal with that. It is what it is. This hydraulic device, two syringes together, I'm gonna argue is a simple machine for starters. I think this is video 13, demonstration 13. It does not have a fulcrum. Other than that, I argue it's a lever. On a lever, your ideal mechanical advantage is calculated by the ratio of your arm lengths. If you have a ratio of that area of the piston to this area of the piston or the reverse, you can calculate an ideal mechanical advantage. This has, if you use it as a machine, an input distance and an output distance that, because this is less, is quite a bit less. It has an input force and an output force. It has an input work and an output work. It has an IMA, and if you use it, an AMA. It has an efficiency. It has every aspect that a lever has, except it doesn't have a fulcrum. And it's got areas of pistons instead of lever arm lengths. This is a simple machine. Now, let me talk about simple machine for a second. A simple machine has, by definition, a single action. For example, if you have a pulley and it's a fixed pulley mounted on a ceiling, you pull down and something else goes up at an equal rate. The action that's changed there is the direction. You have a movable pulley that you pull up and you've changed the direction from a downward force to an upward one and reduced it by half, probably. But you put two pulleys together and now you don't have a single action. So if you're going to have the discussion with single machines and you're going to use two pulleys as an example, then you have to open that up to gears and sprockets, and all kinds of other things. And certainly to a lever that lacks a fulcrum. Okay, to this, I think this is number 10. I have here a 50-gram mass. And gravity acts on this, M times G, to give me a force. And I have a lever, a first-class lever, as a matter of fact. I've done a variation of this lab called using a balance as a first-class lever. And if you measure in centimeters and convert to meters from this fulcrum out to the center of where this mass hangs, then you have a radius and a force. Force times radius gives you a torque. And then you have riders over here. Now, this rider is in the tens place, and if I put it out at 50, that pretty much balances already. But that doesn't make this rider 10. It's not, and if you could check these by, I suppose, taking out the set screws and checking the mass, but that's what this lab is about. So you have torque equaling torque when it's in balance. One's clockwise, one's counterclockwise. This is 50 grams of mass times gravity times radius to give you a torque. This is some unknown mass, it's probably not 10, times gravity, that's known, times a radius, converted to meters, from the fulcrum, that's known, to give you a torque this way. And you can find, as the only unknown, that amount of mass, probably not 10 grams, this one is probably not 100. Kind of an interesting little lab. Torque clockwise and torque counterclockwise balancing.